gentlemen. Nice to see you all.
Nice to see you.
So, Rudy, after 4 seasons, do you guys just feel like family now?
Yeah.
Probably more.
No.
It's a little too much.
A little too close now.
A little too familiar?
Yeah, it's like the end of Thanksgiving dinner when everybody's really full and everybody wants to go home.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
like, hey, good to see you.
Yeah, we're gonna have that same conversation again.
That is
Okay,
true,
alright,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just had it like 4 times.
Ready for a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
No, it really is a family.
Yeah.
So, at the end of season 3, John B and Sarah both lost their fathers.
Mm-hmm.
So, picking up like this season, how are they going to deal with that trauma?
I think this is one of those situations to where they find a level of connection through that. You know, they both have had such catastrophic losses, and now they have just each other left and their found family. And so I think it really is a season of looking at what has happened and trying to look into the future and leave some of the bad behaviors and trauma behind them.
And then last season we see you find the treasure.
We did.
El Dorado.
El Dorado
and then
itself.
Now we're ready for, well, the quiet life. But what fun would that be, right, Rudy?
Yeah, that's boring, right? No, yeah, I think, actually, to be honest, I think JJ, that's exactly what JJ wants, is to make, Poglina 2.0.
Yeah,
Make the Bang Bang property his home base, and not just his home base, but all the Pogues.
But then JJ being JJ.
Well, then he, he's impulsive, and he sees an opportunity to make more money, and he's like, why not? And, then this guy comes along.
What do I do? I don't do it.
You interfere.
No.
It
That's
worked for you.
That was your choice. Okay, you like to gamble a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
quote.
It's just about
You
taking
can't-
accountability for your
Drew
actions.
has a line. You can, okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
Drew, how is Rafe going to be this season our favourite unhinged antagonist?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's in a place of you kind of meet him in a different place. I mean, this is kind of 18 months since we last saw everyone, and I think he's he's lost his father, and I think there's a version of him that he wants to uphold within himself. And I think he's finding more important kind of parts that mean more to him, family and connections, and kind of amending kind of burnt bridges. And yeah, we'll see. It was nice. It was like a relaxing.
That's a word. Yeah.
It was relaxing to work on
Yeah.
season.
Relaxing, you two like relaxing.
No one-
Relaxing.
Relaxing.
No
Was it
one
relaxing?
hinged.
It's pretty cold out on the Enduro.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I'm not unhinged at all.
You were vibing.
That was vibing.
It's great to
Rudy,
see.
did I hear you say because we've got that nice little dance sequence
Yeah.
from you in episode 1, and did I hear you say you had been in the Nutcracker
4 years.
4 years in a row?
Yeah, not a big role.
He is the Nutcracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nutcracker.
I was Plum 4 years in a row.
What scene were you in? Or what scenes were you in?
I was just
All
one
of
of the
them.
parents. I
All
was
of
just.
them.
All of them, every scene.
No.
It's a one-man show. For
I
4 years.
was a parent 4 years in a row, very proudly, and did a square dance, do-si-do a few
You let
times.
that out earlier that you were a parent.
Yeah.
You know what the parents are in the Nutcracker, though. That's what I'm saying.
They're the ones who don't believe.
Yeah.
No, he did say he was a
Non-believers.
parent. I heard you. I heard
Yeah,
you say you were a parent.
yeah. And I was.
Chase, you missed that important fact.
Yeah,
Yes,
I did.
Yes, and I was
Yeah.
one of the parents that just were like, "No, it's time to end the party. Let's get out of here." All right. And I feel like that's the start of my acting career right there. Actually.
And dance career too.
Yeah.
So, Chase, what do we see for John B and Sarah relationship-wise in season 4?
I think it's a lot of taking the events of times past and making a choice to choose themselves over their mistakes and choices in the past. And I do think that this is sort of the best version of John B and Sarah. There's that kind of trauma bond over both of their fathers dying, but ultimately the thing that they chose at the end of the season was each other. And it's just sort of resetting the clock and saying, what are we going to do? Are we going to keep repeating bad habits and old patterns, or are we going to move forward and turn the page and start the new chapter?
And JJ and Kiara got it together. End of season 3, finally. So, Kiara. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
Kiara. What's happening for them? What are we going to see this season?
It's, I think it's a roller coaster for them this season, for multitudes of reasons that I probably can't share right now. But, I think starting off as friends and then going into a relationship, friends is one thing, relationship brings responsibility. And I think JJ, responsibility, it's, he's learning that. I think that's what this season shows, is that JJ's, finding how to, if he can be that, more responsible in a relationship.
Now, with the show always comes a lot of action, obviously. A lot of action. And the girls were just telling me just how hard it is. I was like, do you guys do boot camp beforehand or anything?
Probably should.
Yeah.
But they said the show is like boot camp
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, it gets you in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tougher. I don't know about boot camp.
Drew's
That's
very cool.
I think the armed forces definitely do a little more physicality than us as
No, we're no Navy SEALs,
actors
but
and playing pretend. But it is a
Yeah.
physically demanding show that requires an immense amount of physical exertion and a lot of time. Like
Yeah.
we're on set a lot. There isn't a lot of off days, so it is something where you have to learn to pace yourself and do it right, because injuries are inevitable.
Would you say the action is upped even more this season, Chase?
I think, our writers have this phrase called, they just say the crank only goes one way. And, we just always turn it up and find a way to somehow continue to do that. So we definitely have a growth in our action sequences this year.
And you said that you feel like it's your responsibility to stay in shape, right? 'Cause you play surfer, so
Yeah.
you feel like you've got to stay lean and look.
We try our best, yeah. I mean, at 32, your metabolism starts slowing down a little bit, and the ideal body of playing a late
boy.
teenager is not easy.
Dead.
And I think ultimately, I have always just not wanted to create an unrealistic expectation of what the male body looks like to somebody who's going through the uncomfortable years of being a teenager. So yeah, it's about really just staying in shape for those big sequences and pacing yourself throughout the show.